got my snacks. I got a weird fucking game to play. I'm ready to go. That looks fine. Do I just hit enter? Okay. Guess I just escape. Boy, does this look weird. First of all, if churches actually had stained glass this fucking cool, I'd go to church. Fuck. What are these little fuckers?
I'll follow you through hell, but not high water. If it gets to high water, that's on you.
Am I supposed to know who this...
Cheer up, Chief. When I hear that grey hair joke again, the one you love so much.
They're not saying at all what this is here. Yeah, that seems normal. Well, yeah, this is weird. This is fucking odd. Oh my god. The music's sweet. I don't think that's a person. Just by posture alone. The music's fucking sweet. I didn't recognize you at first glance. You've changed quite a bit after a week in our town. I'm Sava Kremitz, number 72, the last volunteer. The last volunteer here, consider. You promised to save our town, but all you leave behind are ashes and graves. What lies ahead of you is not a step, but a bog of uncertainty. So where will you go now, oh man, who lost to death? The people whisper rumors that only a doctor in the town plans to abandon them to flee most. That is an absurdly large animal. What the fuck? I'm not really following the story here. Chill. We'll be there in a second.
It's not love of living that drives us to overcome death.
Dull, yes. Cheap, always. Same as always. I still love them, though.
gotta reread your own early work, Chief, assuming you wrote them yourself.
There's no bullets in that thing. I was just kind of going to the dialogue. Yeah, it did kind of sound like something in Gmod fucking flailing around. Whoops. Dude, this dude's aim sucks. That might be intentional. He's not even fucking he's not even using the sights correctly. He's a doctor. He was just given a gun, so. Odd place for that.
Freeze!
I need a drink. I'll be right back. Half a second. Yeah, it was definitely intentional. He also doesn't have any bullets, so. What the fuck? I don't. This game is a trip, man. I don't know what all this shit is.
I'm Daniil Denkovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. My research into the limits of human life has brought me renown. I've devoted all my energy and remarkable intellect to combating the greatest fear that binds humanity, the inevitability of imminent death. Seeking proof of my theories, I traveled to a small, steep town to examine a person of phenomenal longevity, Simon Kane. But I walked into a trap. The moment I arrived there, an unknown disease struck the town. It devoured the town like a wildfire. Its contagion and lethality surpassed anything humanity had ever faced. And I became the only doctor standing in the way of this unprecedented pestilence.
My bird soars high with grace and cheer, but oh, what if it falls, my dear?
I really don't want to read. I did not think I'd have to be reading in this. Alright. I tried to remain level-headed. Initial inspection of your lab, Danica, began early in early September. Presence is required at all times. Instead, you dashed off across the country to a backwater town to bring back what you might be described as a person with unique longevity. Yes, this town had an outbreak of some fever the scientific community has no knowledge of. As luck would have it, you were the only medical professional at the site of the event. You were forced to remain there since leaving was impossible. You led the effort to combat the epidemic and evidently took on some field research as well. Well, not inaccurate. The devil's in the details. You seem to be setting up some sort of trap. You did not succeed, a complete failure. It goes without saying that one would be foolish to fault a medical specialist in a situation like yours. The remoteness, the lack of communication, the hostile environment. Terrible conditions for scientific work. What doctor could have possibly succeeded in those? No one blames you. On the contrary, many... On the contrary, many stopped just short of saying I deliberately brought the infection to the capital. Perhaps I should have walled myself in with a lab report pinned to my corpse. Jesus! I did not expect that fucking close-up of him. On the contrary... Oh, now I'm... the other guy? I suppose we can't rule out a setup. Too many coincidences. That letter about Simon lures me to the town. No one shows me Simon. The whole place locks down, trapping me. And while I'm left to die, Thanatica is destroyed just before scientific breakthrough. My final hours are spent studying the sand pest. Crafty, I must admit. Yeah, he definitely has an ego, so I'm gonna fucking call that out. Looking at you from the outside, what I see is a paranoid man, an egocentric one at that. What do you want to know? What else could I have done? Alright, my first idea was quarantine. I needed time to study the disease, so I isolated patients in their homes. I isolated entire districts. I tried to just get at least a day ahead of it. It was spreading too swiftly, and of course, I ensured no one could leave the town. And the steps you took only shortened the lifespan of this settlement. You refer to the popular discontent. I didn't need love from them, only discipline. Difficult surgery can't be performed on a resisting patient. That's why patients get tied up, held down, or anesthetized. Every step I took was justified, or the town wouldn't have lasted those 7 days. I spent 12 days in the Gorkon area. I have my file on my desk here. You familiar with size with it, correct? Oh, Jesus, what is this? Mind map? That's an interesting mechanic. I don't know if the army is bringing in the cannons. Ugh. Okay, so. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Alright. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to look at everything here? This is a lot to look at. Alright. Hope, courage. This Simon Kane is the only chance to save Thanica. No, Simon Kane, I can't meet that immortal man. You went to the end of the day chasing nasty rumors. Chaos and panic. People have lost their minds. It's madness out there. Stabbings and tearing clothing off corpses. They say someone important has died. What in the fuck? Okay. You know what? Do I need to do all this? All right.
Your talent doesn't have too many admirers. Everyone's against you. Tegla, Villanovich, Voronin. Shall I continue?
It's not at all what's up here. It's my least favorite thing about some video games. Is the character two ways. Either you select a dialogue option in some RPGs and then your character says nothing even remotely similar to that, or characters say something and then it doesn't line up at all with what the text says. Well, why are you looking at me like that if you're seeing this for the first time? Sure. Alright, let's see. Let's look at the 5th day. Remember when... Oh my god, I needed to look at all that shit. Remember when you seemingly admitted the vaccine was possible? You had volunteers brought to you. The sand pass. Are you still with me? Oh, Jesus. I would like gameplay that besides reading. You know, if I wanted to play a visual novel, I would do that. I'm here, but not certainly with you, those sesames. Look at that trembling lip. I will not be intimidated. I'm a doctor, a scientist. Do you hear me? I've come back from hell. The phantasm is a nightmare you can never portray. I work as a doctor. Do you understand a doctor, not an exterminator, an inquisitor, a police, an army commander? I'm a medical professional. I'm not trying to intimidate you, Parasith thought. I'm exhausted as well. Whatever. Enough with that tone. You're going patient to the hospital. Repurposed it somewhat. Creating a vaccine is as simple as brewing a cup of tea. The disease mutated fast, and we have never seen anything like it. I do understand a new tone each time, and all the while I had no equipment, no lab. I had to improvise new methods in a matter of minutes. Hospital, you know what? I believe you, but... Oh, this is more like it. Tragedian? You're here once was. A man who's been in the hospital with you about that. Yeah, It's a little weird now. One moment mired in apathy, the next in mania, trying to do everything at once. You're caught between pounding heart, two hesitating feet, a man impulse, yet sometimes paralyzed. That there is your seesaw. As we stand here in the old theater, let me then play the doctor. Describe balance of golden mean through you, yet maybe swap to Charybdis. Didn't always like those references. And even now, what do you feel as soon as you approach the sick gloom begin to burden you? Because I feel as though I'm already exhausted, already anticipating the failure. The thought alone drains my strength. Sure. The strongest treatment is right here. The same we use to numb the hopeless sick. These drugs may work for you as well, but mind that you take them, you become accustomed to them, and you'll need more and more each time. Didn't expect I'd be choosing between medication on myself or a patient, but there are other ways as well. A drink and a smoke, perhaps. Things you may not expect can stabilize you. To warm yourself by the fire, to wash yourself in the cool water. Even kicking a trash bin in frustration. You'll know what helps you best. You are a scientist, so experiment. I'll keep myself together at the bare minimum. I can't afford to lose focus. And yet, it wouldn't hurt to take some pills with you. Who knows what madness lies ahead. Take something from the hospital supplies. Besides the other fronts you struggle on, there's a struggle with yourself. The seesaw in the head. Oh, God. Mine oscillates between two states, apathy and mania. Holy shit. Apathy. Overwhelming exhaustion constantly pulls me into it. In apathy, time distorts, movement speed slows, and amalgam fades. Mania. At high mania, the brain is overloaded. Movement speed increases, health deteriorates. More mania means stronger effects. Many objects affect the state of mind. They could be spotted in concentration mode. What the fuck? They're just people in masks. I think you're seeing something terrifying. It's always just people in masks. They'd pass for a Greek chorus if this were a tragedy. I couldn't talk to him, it wouldn't let me. His hands are gentle. Okay. So whoa. Okay.
Rewind.
The smoke? Ah. Can I talk to these guys now? No, okay. Drink the bromine. Oh, God. I can.
Think.
Not really what I need right now, though. Yeah, there we go. Sava, Kremitz, orderly, or number 72. I'm an orderly on quarantine duty. What are your instructions? Ticket doesn't trust to be with you. I'm reassigning you to the cemetery. You have family, right? You're married. Just take off that reducing costume, take your family, and hide somewhere in the steppe with them. Marat, I'm not even gonna try. Tikitinkin? Tikikin. Marat Tikikin, number 28. Started my shift at 10. What's our plan for the day? We've been catching those longs, as you've instructed. You know the rare cases where they get infected but resist the sand pest for a long time. We've got 3 again today over there on the platform. Just 3? Shame. What the hell I told you yesterday had to be kept separate, no contact between them. Whatever. Doctor, last night we had a chat amongst ourselves and there's something we don't get. What's, like, the point of figuring out what those longs are sick with besides the sand pest? They're gonna die either way. How does it help us figure out what they also have? Oh my god. I'm here to raise a collective complaint, Doctor. These cloaks, they're very uncomfortable, sir. They make it hard to use your hands. You can't see a damn thing through the mask. On top of that, we have to burn them every night because each time we've been to an infected area, for starters, introduce yourself properly. What can we do? There's nothing else we can use this. These are not people. I am sorry, man. Like, you can't tell me. They have to have some. Their shoulders are much lower than they should be. They have to have a stupid long neck. Anyway, let's talk to.
You too can look,
It looks
but you
broken.
can't see the lines.
It's broken. It's not broken. You just don't know how to use it. Made any major advances on the vaccine of yours? They say. Alright, touche. You sure you're equipped with your snappy retorts? I've done the autopsies for you already. Numbers 1 and 3 had gunk in their lungs. Numbers 2, it had a cat. Just keeps getting worse. I'm not saying anything. I do the cutting, you do the thinking, right? I have my own storyline. What I'm going to do is what I deem right. One bombastic way to put it. Remember that I dropped this. This looks like... This guy looks like fucking Harry Potter if he fucking... if he had a fucking alcohol problem. Could it be yesterday's technique has improved to be the right one? As your assistant, it's my duty to inform you that among the... Savings of yesterday's vaccine would be 0 mortality. Really doesn't tell us anything. Tried my hand at diagnosing using your procedure. Did you? I'm intrigued. So I know symptoms. Crossed off illness. Oh god, I don't like how it switches perspective. I don't want to talk for other characters, man. That's kind of weird. I don't. All right. You know, sometimes I try to think like you do. I give it my best to try at that. Just so I can understand you a little. Every time I fail, the way your head works is completely measuring me. You really think I'm someone who might get those two mixed up? Dear me, what a blockhead. Ne'er do well. Mooncalf, nincompoop. I like nincompoop. You're right. I'm sorry. I forgot myself for a moment. You see, I'm awfully tired. I barely slept. I'm all ears. Getting. Okay. I'll say it again. Getting the patient's medical history or amnesia is your first priority. There are strictly 3 steps. Step 1, interviewing the patient always comes first, no matter how. I'm no Pinkerton. Step 2, the exam. This part requires the utmost attention. When you take note of anything suspicious, we do the context of the patient told us. Any trifling body details, scratch, birth, got it. Oh my lord, dude! If this is all the game is, I will not be playing much of this. Step 3, if required, a careful inspection of surroundings the patients lived in, especially when you feel they're being coy, evasive, hiding something in a word, lying. It's never a good idea to inspect their home. Members of the family always ask the picture, do you understand? Yes, I understand. Let's get down to it. Fuck! That's fucked up. That's for the autopsy to tell, my dear. I'm sorry, I meant the examination. Look all you want. I don't know what you're looking for. I looked for sores on myself, couldn't find any though. I had a fever 2 days of it for no reason. I'm better now and I have no... You're certain there's nothing on your skin. Sand pass manifests on the skin first. If it comes later, go ahead and examine everything head to toe. Don't be embarrassed. Had any contact with the infected. Our house was cleared out after the infection came. People were sent. Space. Comfort is a luxury right now. Some were lucky and some ended up living in the living room. Most got an attic or a cellar. We were put in a boiler room. Reached our street. They rounded up the whole caboodle of us to the isolation ward. Alright, I got scared there was going to be nudity for a second. It was like, oh, fuck. If I click this and there's just some fucking tits, I'm going to be in trouble. Alright. The patient must be examined and something added to the case book. Okay. There's your home, not much time in this gun. So, what is this? Is that their heartbeat? She's got something on her arms. Maybe she bumped into something, maybe it's a symptom. I would ask her where the bruises came from. What in the fuck? What is this? Oh, okay. No, see, like, this is cool. This is kind of what I thought it would be, to be honest. I would call that a rash, I think. Yeah. I think I looked at everything. Right? Yeah. I told you everything the last time, but if you say so, you're the doctor. Some has issues seeming to be in good health despite having a fever a few days ago. Do we take your word for it? Well, there's a fever. Remember, this patient self-information may be correct. That's why you must ask specific questions about the symptoms, about what's come up during the exam. I think I get a theory. Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have asked the question. Ugh. I got another 30 minutes I can play. I was hoping for more gameplay other than reading. I'll demonstrate, observe and learn. Mr. Little, I won't be around forever. The patient is running a temperature. In other words, a fever. Open my casebook and look up fever and tell me how many connections are listed to it as a symptom of. Let's see. Eight diagnoses fit the bill. It's a frequent symptom, which means that you have to find others and narrow down. Mr. Little, we know this is the diagnosis. It's not like I get to look in the mirror a lot, living in a boiler room and all, but I don't. Rich do-nothings are pale. I'm a commoner. So pallor isn't typical for you. We're marking that as a symptom. Mr. Little, add pallor to the fever. The record, what do we get? A mere 2 conditions down from 8. A single symptom, pallor. Where did this... Where tailbone come from? I mean, the bruise is over here next to your wrist. Did you bump into something? I'm not embarrassed. A bruise? Well, that's news to me. I've never seen it before. How do you not see that on your arm? Full of shit, lady. I'm sorry. That actually pissed me off. Like, got a bruise, like a fucking rash bruise, like all the way up your arm. How do you not fucking notice that? Are you with... She doesn't remember how she got the bruise. She can only guess. The manual provides more detailed description of illness. Practicing medicine comes in more checking your symptoms as cucumbers, roses, and like digging. There, earth. Does the boiler room have... That's right, it does have an earthen floor. The boiler room isn't really suited for living in, but in these times it'd be to complain. How'd you guess? It's simple. All kinds of things can be found in your local soils, including microorganisms capable of disrupting circulation. Hence the pallor. The bruises were not caused by trauma. Well, this is in the walls are damaged either by external force or, in this case, an illness. The infection can be contact with the earth. We find your diagnosis. Stop with the idolizing. In a couple more days, you'll have gotten the gist of it at the very least. Bravo to you. You're a true master of medicine, so I'm going to fill the pages right now and you can read my verdict. What happens next? Thank you for the opportunity. Oh! Oh! I don't know how the fuck to interact with that. Hey, look at her face. What is going on here? Oh, her pulse was kind of... Wait, I don't remember. Okay. Maybe... Oh, there it is. Not a rash, then. Where would pallor be? Some of these things are not quite in the right spot. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I did not see red eyes. Did it not let me look at her head? Okay, it doesn't let me look at her head. Normal heart rate, I think. I think it's... yeah. I think that's normal. Won't let me look at her face for some reason. Even though, like, eye and mouth stuff are... Eye, mouth, and nose stuff are a thing. Very, very weird that it won't let me look at her face. Unless I'm missing something. Am I missing a button here? Chest. Can I go up? Nope. I can zoom in. Okay. I'm just gonna write that down. It's the only one that it could be. I just would like to have clarified at least one more. Okay. See, that's kind of what I was hoping for the game to be. More of that. Okay, this guy. Are you gonna burn me? Even if you're going to be burned, I promise you won't be burned alive. Pain-wise, the sand pass is easily worse than slow roasting, Doctor. You don't ever want to find out. Are you in pain right now, or is your self-control? Mr. Tiny here told me I could be useful to you before I die. That is, said you can find something inside me that slows the pest down. Go ahead, find it. What do you need? Alright then, where'd they bring you in from? I walked here, from home. Caught it from my neighbors, knew as soon as the skin on my chest started peeling away, so I waited a day. The neighbors' screams stopped in the middle of the night. I went to check on them in the morning and they were all dead. Me though, I was alive and walking. Any minute. I admire your courage. Oh, stop it, Doctor. There are easily other options. At least not to let my death be in vain. I'm a dyer. Been breathing in poison for 5 years now. One day it's red, next it's blue, then yellow. Could it be this fever? Could it be why this fever doesn't do anything to you? Toxin pigments. What do you mean this fever of mine? Okay. Ew. That is an exceptionally high heart rate. Rapid pulse. I like how it just expects I should know some of these words, man. I'm not a fucking doctor. Unlikely to be the stone disease. Some heartbeat too fat. Oh, I didn't even realize it said that. But that could be a personal trait. I'm more freaked out by the fact that this 41-year-old man doesn't have any back hair. That's the most unbelievable thing here. This dude is fucking hairless. Now this is interesting. His skin has yellowed. Something wrong with the liver. Okay. Oh, he drinks. Yellowing of the skin. I mean, that's probably what that's from, though. I think that's everything, yeah. What's that leave us with? Plague, of course, the sand passed, didn't it? The plague, yes, but there's another condition that's prolonging your life. You said it yourself that your neighbors didn't survive the night, but you're holding up admirably. Well, blow me down. 2 ailments making me healthier than if I only had 1. You know best, Doc. You complain that the skin on your chest is peeling here. The skin on your foot is yellowing. Liver conditions can cause this. You've never noticed anything like that. Yellowing on my foot? That's dye, Doctor. I'm a dyer. Tub spilled once. Here's the burn. It's old and it's healed over time. Well, then thank you. That clarifies things. We can rule out liver disease. Complain that your skin and chest was peeling. The very middle. That's not that much as obvious. The symptom can indicate one of 2 diseases. Now to tell them apart. Too fast. Began running too fast long ago. Can hear it myself. Thrashing. So what? Your pulse, and this will give you a clear picture, yes. Does it? Alright, so we can remove that. Alright, we're gonna do doctor. I'm a doctor. Alright, fuckface. What you need? Oh, sorry, my life. Present moment, what do you want? These details for me, half an hour's worth of talking. Oh, was at the point I thought you'd be interested in knowing why this hand pass can't get me because... I'd rather you not call me Doc, whatever you think. I think Doc is shorter, that's all. Saves time. Time do you fail worse? All the time. I used to be as hardy as a bull wrangler, but now I have trouble even standing up for long. I get drowsy. My knees give out. It's embarrassing. I don't take great interest in my own personal doctor. I know people spend my attention on as it is, but I have trouble doing my job because of this. It's a rugged man's job. Cork the... This is the third time you asked me why you trust me. Oh, fuck. Who knows? It said what's going on there now? They're shouting, lots of clamor, nasty kind of clamor too. It's what you'd expect. They're not having a great time stuck in there, like pickles in a jar. Over the news, our fat man treats people like cattle. They're scrounged or doing this. And since you're preoccupied with my work as a security guard, my advice to you, Doctor, you're being heavy-handed. This lockdown of yours making people seethe. The cauldron can only... Well, prepare to be examined. I really don't care. Rash, bite, something else. There are red spots up on his face, too. Pretty normal heart rate. Ugh. Veins are damaged. How old is the damage? Alright. Vein damage. It said skin redness? Darkening capillaries, red eye. Weakness is a symptom of these two. But I'm not certain skin redness is the right one for that, so... Bites, something else. Insect bites, maybe? Fuck. That could be one, too. Drowsy was a big one. You mentioned? Is that on here somewhere? Weakness. How long have you had those red spots? Never. I had clear skin. It's not a clear skin life over here. Although, let me think. Actually, yeah, those spots you're pointing out are brand new. What's that you're muttering, Doc? The veins in your legs don't look heavily. Have you noticed that before? My legs? No, since I'm setting up. It's my job as a security guy. 16 hours of standing every day. The way they run that, it's quite something. They treat people like cattle working the guard. No, am I really that complicated? A quantity best described as God forbid. In my line of work, you must be alert. So, it's never been regular since last year. I'm telling you, it's not regular. I don't have the habit. My house? Why on earth, Doctor? Can't understand what you're talking about. Start a bandit. Please understand in order to create a vaccine I can... Well, I did not expect a man of medicine going to break into my house. Imagine that. Jesus! What a... map jump scare. Good God. Oh, where am I going? Okay. Off I go. Fucking aliens standing here. Those aren't people. I got 8 minutes. What in the fuck am I looking at? First of all, I thought she was naked for a second. Are these costumes or are these fucking... No, these are not costumes. Oh! Oh yeah, she's naked. Hopefully YouTube didn't catch that. What? Time is running out? Okay. I need more tobacco. What? Oh. Okay. I'm good.
Thoughts galloping.
Oh, shit! Good God, I can tell why he's sick. What? I don't understand quite what this is. It's doing something. It's gonna give him poison. We're gonna give him poison. Okay, well. Oh. Yeah. Alright, so that was a mistake. I didn't add to their suffering. And I used up all my drugs. Whoops! Yeah, I don't have time to do the whole investigation of this dude's house, so I'm gonna have to call it here. I don't know if I'll return to this game. I mean, I like the doctor stuff. That stuff was fun. It's just a lot of reading, which if I was just playing on my own, maybe I'll play it on my own, but I don't like reading it aloud. Like, I'm already gonna go back to the VTM game, Coteries of New York, and that is gonna be entirely reading. So if I'm gonna be streaming some games, I'd like to do something where I don't have to read more than I have to. But I get the feeling that's not going to be possible. Because a lot of the games I have on here that I need to get through looks like... Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to. Oh, what's this? So, am I getting a few co-op games like Repo and Headliners? What's Headliners? Oh, that looks fun. That actually looks really fun. Fuck yeah. Maybe I'll pick that up. That's $7. Well, yeah, I wish I could play more, but I gotta go do some shit. I have a lot of chores I need to get done before the work week starts. Mainly laundry, and I need to go grocery shopping and shit like that. So, all right. Thanks for watching, Ted. Next time I stream, maybe I'll play something more exciting.